Hey there, welcome back to our JavaScript tutorial series. Today we're going to cover the findLast method. The Array.findLast method works the opposite as the find method. The difference is instead of starting the iteration from the front, it starts the iteration from the back and returns the elements that satisfies the callback function. Let's look at the basic syntax. We already have an array of numbers ranging from 10 to 15. So we're going to call the findLast method on numbers. So we have numbers.findLast. We're going to pass a callback function as an argument. The callback function is where the action happens. It takes up to 3 parameters. We have the element. The element is the current element being processed in the array. We also have the index, which is optional, the index of the current element being processed. And then we have the last parameters, which is array. It's also optional, the array on which the findLast method was called upon. So we're going to be using the arrow function, which makes our code concise, and then we're going to return the condition we want to carry out. So we do return element greater than 30. So this element goes into each item in the array starting from the last one. When the findLast method finds the last element that satisfies this condition, it returns that element. But first, let's save this into a variable. So we have const result equals this. We're going to console the log results, right? So let's see what that gives us. 50. In our example, returns 50, which is the last number greater than 30. Let's try a real world scenario. So imagine if you have a list of tags which I copied and pasted. So I have an array of objects and you want to find the last completed tags in the list. I'm going to call the findLast on task. So I have task.findLast. findLast. I'm going to pass a callback function as an argument, and the callback function is where the action happens. It takes up to 3 parameters, like I said before, the element, index, and array, right? So in this case, I already said the index and the array are optional. So I'm just going to use element or each item. So I'm going to name this task, right? We're going to be using the arrow function and we're going to return a condition, right? So the last task that was completed. So I could do task return. We're going to return task dot completed. Completed is a property or one of the property of task, right? So I have to save this into a variable. So I have const last task equals this. So we're going to return, console the log last task. Right, let's see what we have. So here we have the last one, which is clean the house, right? So in a condition where the element is not found in the array, so let's take for instance I said element greater than 60 using the first example here. I have to change this to greater than 60. It's supposed to return undefined, right? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more JavaScript tutorials. If you have questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. Until next time, happy coding.